Good evening. Hello. I'm still working on that robbery video. I know. Can you believe it? I'm doing a couple drone pickup shots for some stuff. At this point, I'm in the editing phase, but I'm just missing a lot of assets. Shots, for starters, these shots. And also I'm waiting on, hopefully, some historical society photos and things. I don't know. It's like I have everything, but I have nothing at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. So, but it's cool. I've had a lot of fun making this video. I don't know if it's like the best. I don't know. I hate to already say this about it, but I don't think it's my best work. But I think I'm trying a whole lot of new things. I'm trying like 10 new things all at the same time in this video. So it's exciting for that reason. Anyways, I'm gonna go fly this over the congressional church here, where the robbers hid their horses, and they're having an event. So hopefully I don't upset anyone. Compass calibration required. Oh, why does it say that? It's weird. You know, back in the day, I had to calibrate that compass almost every single time I flew the drone. But now I never have to do it, but I get so annoyed. I'm like, oh, I gotta calibrate the compass. But all right, so we're taking off here. We're gonna have a smooth flight. We're gonna go from auto, and I think we're gonna switch this over to pro, and we are going to bring down the ISO because we want a real dark vibe here. We will go up one more pitch here. I want to expose the lights. Alright, so let's head over towards. We are above all of the buildings and wires and such. I do not recommend flying your drone at night. I don't recommend you fly a drone at all. This kind of ruins the immersion when you're telling about a story that took place in 1880. And here you are with like the most light pollution possible. And I have this car right here. This is where from my understanding, the horse stalls used to be right to the left-hand side of the church. Right where this guy has his beautifully bright car lights. So let's hang out a second, see if those kick off. Unfortunately, with these modern cars, they don't. They stay on forever. But we want a nice tall big shot. This would be the money shot if that guy would just turn off his lights. Hanging out. I want to make sure we're high enough that people aren't hearing the drone. We'll do a couple sweeping. I mean, these aren't unusable, but yeah, the biggest difference with this video is I'm using a lot of AI. I'm leveraging the power of AI. I'm doing a lot of AI to modify stuff. Like, this is a story, I think I've talked about this in a previous video, but this is one of these stories where it's like, it's just a story. There's no visual artifacts to this, you know, other than the house and the bank where it was. The foundation, as you saw a few videos ago, of the video is me talking, you know, Fitz Weatherby style, but I don't personally want my face just standing there. I'm not some like crazy storyteller like that. So I have to drum up these assets from nowhere. Unfortunately, I don't have some sort of like artistic talents or something to draw them all, but I can generate them with AI. I can generate these illustrations, so that's what I've done. I've also done a few animated live shots. Like, I took some plates, meaning they're just regular shots, and then I generated people, certain actions of them moving and things of that nature into them. And so there's I don't want to call it a clash, but it kind of is a clash of different sort of visual storytelling elements that I did not physically film 100% of. I try, we're done with the church. I'm gonna go over here. I want to get some more night stuff because, again, this whole story takes place at night, so we're gonna talk about 13, so we'll go over here and film a little bit of Route 13. In my head, these car lights and stuff weren't so I don't know, prominent, but looking at this, it's a little hard. I think we're a little out of focus too, maybe. I'm thinking about two things at once here. We are approaching our max legal height, so I gotta not go up. Just getting some nice panoramas here. You can see the parking lot of TD Bank. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm trying not to get into the realm of too much fabrication, you know. I really want this stuff to be as historically realistic as possible. You know, I don't want to take too many liberties, but sometimes I do modify images. Like in the last two videos, there have been some artifacts that some old pictures that frankly you know, they're too thin or something, you know, they're not cropped correctly, so I just generate to make them wider so they fit in 16:9 aspect ratio. But you know, I don't want to modify history because kind of the point here is to preserve the history, so it's silly for me to modify it. All right, now the other part is the post office used to be in the town hall, the old town hall, which was Eagle Hall, which is what I'm approaching right here. So I'm just gonna grab a quick shot. I think this is gonna be more of a placeholder shot because I want something that's more of a hero shot for this story. You know, I want it from the bottom up, but since we're out here and we got the drone going on, I'm just gonna get a little something. This isn't the full Eagle Hall, but this gives an idea. The guys broke into Eagle Hall to get the keys for the bank vault out of the teller's post office box, which again at that time was right here in Eagle Hall. This is accurate to where it sat because just 4 years prior, or 4 or 5 years prior to this, the Eagle Hall was in the center, kind of where the Oval is, and so they had just moved it. So this actually was its new and final resting place as we see it here, as it was in its real historical time. So kind of nice, you know. There's no reimagining. This just is where it was. These shots are not going to be modified. I don't have any AI plans for these particular shots. These are just simply where, you know, to help illustrate the story. And we'll give just a moment here. I wish we got a little bit more light on the eagle itself, but all right. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And we're gonna spin around here, and we're gonna head back. We'll get some slows. We'll just go slowly over the oval here. And we'll come back and we'll just check out the Congressional Church one more time to see if that guy's car is still there or not. It's a nice night. It's bustling. You know, I say all the time that the Milford Oval is one of the is very unique in that the Oval is original. It's still very historic. It's got most of its same storefronts. There's been no economic gentrification, at least not in any major sense. But it's not depressed. You know, most of these small towns throughout New England that have these kind of historic main streets or ovals or town centers, they're a little economically depressed. But Milford Oval is really bustling. You know, we got lots of restaurants, lots of successful businesses, not too much vacant storefront, at least nothing that sticks for too long. Okay. Car is still there. Literally the same guy is still there, which is fine. Not the end of the world. But we will just get this little sweeping shot here. Go a little bit tall on the tower. I like how they have that big spotlight on it. This Congregational Church has been here a very, very long time. You can see a lot of photos of it where there is nothing around it. There's this little side piece that was an addition over here, this house that used to not be there. But it's right up against Railroad Pond, which there's a nice, great photo that the Historical Society has of kids ice skating on it. We're gonna return to home. Again, just a quick shot, just needed really just those two. Now I believe there's power lines somewhere up here that I can't really see, so I want to come down right over the car until I can hear the drone, and then I'll get it out. I'll get out and land it. I love a good aerial overview of a car. Just grab that. I'll never use it, but I just think it looks cool as you come down here. If we look up, we can see, hello drone, how are you? Oh, it turned on its light. Turned on its landing light, knows it's close to the ground. So I'll move over, I gotta grab it. All right, that's it. Exciting, wasn't it? So happy you could come along with me and fly. Yeah, ETA on this video, I have no idea because, I don't know, it's just a busy week. And I have yet to be able to carve out any meaningful editing time on it. Like I said, I'm really just waiting for some assets. I feel like it's one of these things where once I kind of have a hard time putting anything together until I have everything that the video is that's gonna go into the video, because I just have a hard time imagining the pacing and the timing, because that's what's most important to me when editing, like with music and stuff. Once I have the pacing, then I can put all the bells and whistles on it, but until I have those, I kind of always feel stuck, you know, like I can't move forward. And that's where I'm at right now. So once I have everything, I feel like I'm only a few hours of editing away from having it ready to rock. I still have a video on the Whitefield ball signal for the train that hasn't gone up yet. You saw, I posted a take of me bombing that, so that'll be up soon. And then I confirmed for next Friday to interview a very special guest for a video that I'm pretty excited about. I think the timing will be good, and I'm interested. I'm interested in this person. I have a lot of questions to ask them. But okay, thanks for joining. Bye.